All right, so the coin we are covering today is Convergence, ticker CONV. It's always tough to see a ticker with the word con in it in this space, but this is actually a reputable team and project, so hopefully no worries there. But unfortunate ticker there, CONV. And Convergence is a decentralized interchangeable asset protocol that just had their IDO yesterday. So they're trying to link real world assets and tokenize them the way they describe it, which is kind of tough to digest. Is their goal is to make real world asset exposure interchangeable in DeFi space by connecting wrapped security tokens with UTs on a single interface that is easy to use, adapt, and composable with other DeFi protocols. So in English, they're basically just trying to take, or one of their main use cases is take pre-IPO companies and some of these private unicorn startups and give them access to liquidity for the shares that they own without having to wait for an IPO or other liquidity event. So the users are also able to borrow against their own assets, kind of similar to like a compound or Aave. But one of the major, use cases or examples would be, if you're an employee with SpaceX and you're just sitting on shares of the company and living in a one-bedroom crappy apartment in Cape Canaveral or something, and you're like, I want to buy a house, you'd be able to take those SpaceX shares and liquefy them on Convergence through a token. But they launched on Polkastarter yesterday and immediately popped like crazy, up 43% to 25 cents. Per coin, and then found reality back here at around 14 cents where they're trading today. They have a market cap of $64.5 million, which is just, super micro cap. Obviously can't advise investing into Convergence. I'm not in the project myself, but it's very interesting and certainly worth covering. They raised $300K on Polkastarter yesterday. They also raised $2 million from institutional investors, including Morningstar Ventures, some pretty big heavy hitters, NGC Ventures, Divergence, also Alameda Research, whose CEO, you might know, Sam Bankman-Fried. He's also Biden's biggest donor, that guy that was in the news a couple weeks ago. And he's also the CEO of FTX, if you're familiar with that exchange. So look for Convergence to make partnerships with FTX, most likely, I would imagine. But the founder, Oscar, has been in the space for quite a while. He was also the founder of Liquify. So he was the guy who brought us the Spencer Dinwiddie tokenized contract. He's that NBA player who he plays for the Brooklyn Nets and was he's a big crypto fan and wanted to tokenize his contract. So that's where we got that, was from Oscar and his work there. The CEO, Oscar, describes it as kind of like a Polkastarter for initial offerings for real world assets. They also made a big partnership yesterday, I believe, with Max Networks. So some good partnerships, some good backers behind them. There's a very small team of 5. So not a huge team behind them, but it has raised the $2 million plus the $300K from Polkastarter, and quite a bit of room to grow. So this is, one of those projects that's going after a very big problem. It will be tough, with regulation, and it's not like it'd be super, easy and seamless to put an asset like your house up on Convergence or something. So there's going to be all kinds of regulatory issues they'll have to battle. Very interesting, very big problem. We think it's a good or interesting project, at least. Certainly not financial advice, and we are not invested in Convergence, but an exciting new project that is out in the wild and IDO'd yesterday. They're currently 404th, I believe, in terms of total market cap or in the rankings. Hyper micro cap, but potentially lots of room to grow. But let us know what you guys think of Convergence, ticker CONV, whether you guys got into the IDO. I know they released 1,000, the IDO to 1,000 of their community, which was interesting. Let us know about any other coins that you guys are looking into. Anything else you'd like us to cover? We're trying to do one coin a day that's not one of the ones that everyone else is covering, to try to give you some transparency and some light on some of these undercovered coins that are either pre-IDO or IDOing or new to the ecosystem. But yeah, give us a like and subscribe. Definitely, please subscribe. We're trying to get the numbers up to 1,000, and it'd be great to see you guys in the comments and around for a while as we continue to grow the channel. All right, you guys have a good weekend. We will talk to you soon.